Hey, win on me, win on three, ready, 1, 2, 3.
Win! Oh, yeah!
Stop playing with a P! 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 Stop playing with a P!
Hey everyone, what's going on? Happy Thursday. This is Facebook James here. Dolphin Studios was really kind of like my house. But anyway, happy Thursday evening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving us some of your time this wonderful Thursday afternoon. As the video just said on Facebook James, and I'm here to give you everything, give you updates about everything Pali football. Man, it's been a crazy week this week, and of course, you know, we have to say welcome back to school. Welcome back to school. The students began a couple of days ago, I believe yesterday, right? And so I'm sure they're excited to be back on campus, to be in person, to have everything going on as it relates to being a high school student at Palisades Charter High School. Hi there, you coming in or no?
No, I just want to say hi.
Oh, okay. That's my son Xavier just getting in from football practice. You can say hi. Fist bump. Anyway, that's what we do. That's how we do it. But yeah, welcome to the show, you guys. And so right now, I have a boatload of updates. I have a wonderful interview with Coach Duke in what I call the segment I call the Coach's Corner. And then we have a player profile interview that we like to share with you as well as, man, just a JV report, all kind of good old information as it relates to Pali football. So, let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? First of all, check out my scene. You like my scene? I'm trying to switch it up just a little bit, trying to make it a little bit more animated. And so I have that scene, and I also have this scene. I think it's a different scene as well. So, no, that's the same one. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and go through this thing. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, we appreciate you. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to our Pali Football YouTube page. That way you will be notified anytime we drop a brand new video. Click the notification bell and all that kind of good stuff. And we'll definitely keep you notified everything as it relates to Pali Football. So let's go ahead and get into some of our updates, which is really important to the program. Now, last week, we had an opportunity to scrimmage against Birmingham High School. And so both their JV and their varsity teams came to the Stadium by the Sea, and they participated in a wonderful scrimmage. Coach Marsden and the boys and Coach Duke and the boys had an opportunity just to beat up on somebody else other than their teammates. And so it was a wonderful experience. And then right after each of those scrimmages, we kicked off our season with our annual outing. We had the taco man come through and just serve up some wonderful tacos. So the JV went down, and I know Coach Marsden had a lot of notes that he was wanting to just kind of implement this week. However, he wasn't able to, and we'll talk about that in a second. But their scrimmage went down, and so we're looking for we just can't wait for the boys to hit the field. And then also, again, varsity scrimmaged as well, and they had a wonderful time. Coach Duke got an opportunity, and I'm sure Birmingham as well got an opportunity to see what some of their boys can do. Again, just hitting someone else other than themselves, and so just taking out some of the energy and practicing some of the plays that they're going to use in the upcoming season. So it went off without any problems. Everyone came over to the quad and just kind of had a wonderful time with the parents and families and Pali football supporters. So it was a wonderful time last Thursday. Let's see. And then, of course, we cannot have a broadcast and talk about the season opener. And we'll kind of get into that a little bit more with Coach Duke. However, we have a 3-game homestand. That's right. Our first 3 games this season is at home. And so our first game, let's just give you the rundown really quick. The game our first game, what they call week 0. Now, don't ask me why they call it week 0, but it's week 0, right? We're playing Cleveland. Cleveland is coming to the Stadium by the Sea. And so the last time we played Cleveland 2 years ago, they gave us a hard time with that double wing T. They had some runners who were just, man, they were just off the charts, just ran every which way. Our defense was spectacular. However, they kind of took the edge in that game at Cleveland High School 2 years ago. And so we're trying to get them back, and hopefully our home field advantage will be in play. And so I know our team has practiced hard, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So if you don't have anything to do, we encourage you to come on out at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the kickoff time, Stadium by the Sea at Palisades Charter High School. Now, interesting note, and we'll kind of talk about this a little bit with the JV. There is no JV game. And so I know it says on there 4 o'clock. I did not upgrade the graphic there. But there is no JV game this week. And we're just looking forward to just the varsity playing tomorrow against Cleveland High. And then following that, next week, right, the 27th, I believe, that is Football Fest. You got to come on out. Football Fest is when a lot of organizations on campus, they'll kind of have some booths and things of that nature, but it's called Football Fest. And it's also, I believe, our Blackout Friday. And so, come out, support that next week against San Fernando. And San Fernando was, city champs, I believe, a couple of years ago. And so they're a tough team, and we're looking forward for them. I don't think in recent years we've played them, at least since I've been around Pali Football. I've been around Pali Football for at least the past 8 years. And so I don't remember playing San Fernando High. However, they're coming to the Stadium by the Sea, and we want you to join us as well at 7 o'clock for that varsity game. And again, we'll talk about the JV game in a moment. And then the following game after that, the annual Charter Bowl. That's right. We're playing Granada Hills Charter High School, hence the Charter Bowl, and they're coming to the Stadium by the Sea. We want you to come on out again and just make some noise and all that kind of good stuff. And we'll talk about tickets in a few moments as well. But that is the 3-game homestand. Cleveland tomorrow. We have next week San Fernando. And then 3 weeks on September 2nd, we play Granada Hills High School in what we call the Charter Bowl. So come on out, support your team, support your nephews, your cousins, your grandsons, whoever, your neighbor. It doesn't matter. Just come on out, and we could really use you cheering on the Dolphins and doing what you do best in the stands. Let me dig into the comments. I don't see too many comments at all. Hopefully you guys are checking out everything. Hopefully the sound is right, and everyone is being engaged and making sure that they get the Pali Football updates as it relates to I'm just checking over there, as it relates to our football squad. Man, that's a mouthful right there. That's a mouthful. So you know what, let's go ahead and we've had a coaching change at Palisades Charter High School, and I want to right now just kind of introduce a segment that I call the Coach's Corner. And so I haven't talked to Coach Hyduke to see if he would be our regular. But from time to time, we're going to ask one of the coaches from varsity or even JV as well to come on and just kind of talk about what's going on with the boys on the field, practice, just a preview of what game of the game plan, and really not giving too much of the game plan because we don't want our opponents to watch and then think they have a head up on us. No, we're going to conceal the real game plan. However, I'm sure there's information that Coach wants to relay to our fans. And so without further ado, because, Coach Hyduke is a busy man. So let's go ahead and introduce the head coach for the Palisades Charter High School varsity football team. Let's give a round of applause to my good friend, Coach Chris Hyduke. There he is.
Good evening.
There. Hey, Coach.
Love it.
Hey. How you feeling, Coach?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Man, it's good to see you on this Thursday evening, and thank you for hanging out with me for a couple of minutes, man. I know you probably just got home from practice not
A
too
little
long
while
ago,
ago.
right?
Yeah.
So I know that drive is kind of crazy. I kind of take the same drive as well. How was it for you today?
It was tough today. Today it was about an hour and 15 minutes today. Just
Wow.
but it was a little crowded. A little
Yeah.
more than the last couple of days.
Yeah, and you know what? One reason why I know there's a concert at the Forum tonight, so that maybe that was kind of contributing to the commute home. I'm glad today that I did not have to pick up my son from Pali, or else I would have been stuck, and I wouldn't have been able to do my prep time that I did for the show. So again, we just thank you for your contribution to the Pali football community, Coach Hyduk. And so let's kind of talk about our new season. That the new season is going to kick off tomorrow. Aren't you excited?
Very, very much so. It's been a little time, since we've gotten into a real season. Almost 2 years maybe now. So coaches are excited. The kids are excited. We're ready to get after it and see what we can do. Have some fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I know, we've talked about time and time again, Coach Hyde, and just his, his legacy there. But before we get into that, man, I know that you have some new coaches on your coaching staff. Let's kind of talk about, the coaches and their positions, and then we'll kind of talk about the legacy of Coach Hyde, for
Sure.
what did at Pali.
Well, we brought Rocky came back. Rocky Motts was there my first. Yeah, I think he was there for my first 2 years as the offensive coordinator, and he's come back to help us out. He's doing a fantastic job. Him and Jonah are just unbelievably putting a really nice looking offensive package together for us. We're going to throw the ball a great deal, and we've got some very nice skilled guys out there. So I think we'll be real nice this year on the outside throwing the ball around. But Rocky and Jonah are just doing a great job. This is Jonah's Manheim's first year coaching, and he was a little nervous today. It was he said he was getting excited, and he was out there talking about how this is my first coaching job, So I could see it in him. He was quarterback, obviously, there, back in the day. And he's excited, and I'm sure Coach Montz, Rocky's excited to get this thing going. And another young man that is Lee Henry, Solomon, I believe. And he's been coming aboard, helping us. He's going to coach the DBs and the wide receivers. He's had to take care of some business, so he's been gone, but he'll be back Monday. And we're looking forward. Nice young man, seems to know the game quite well. Looking forward to working with him. And that's about it. Those are our additions, and they're good additions. They're really nice, and they know football.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. They know football.
And of course, we have the usual suspects. We have Coach Garcia.
Yes.
We have Coach Reed, Coach Jeremy Reed.
Yes.
And then also doing double duty, Coach Lycia as well.
Oh, he's a lifesaver right now because he's the coach on staff, so to speak, of record. So all the things administrative things, he's got to kind of take care of for us, and he's just doing a fantastic job. I'd be in real trouble if it hadn't been for him. Adam's just been unbelievable. Just a great, great guy.
Absolutely. No, he's a cool dude. I like him very much, man. Just the real, you can come talk to him about anything, and so just a great addition to, the Pali football program, because he does help out with Coach Morrison as well. And so I know
definitely.
he's doing double duty, right? I believe he's the teacher of record as well with the JV team. So he's doing a lot, and so definitely we got to have him on, and we appreciate everything.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Since Johnny's kind of working with the offense a little bit more this year, we're doing the offensive O-line. Adam's come aboard in terms of helping us a lot more with the defensive line. And then he's coaching the JV team. So he's got a lot on his plate, and he's doing a good job doing it too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's, like we said a couple of minutes ago, we talked about Coach Hyde leaving, and so it was, kind of a big shock. But, and I'm still trying to get him on to hang out with us, because it'll be like the teacher and the student, right?
Yes, yes.
Just maybe kind of talk about a little bit about, your relationship. I remember, I think sometime in the summer when we had you on, you kind of talked a little bit, but just kind of briefly talk about just his legacy and, kind of what he means to you in being involved in your life.
Well, it's kind of an interesting story. When I first came up to Pali, I had just retired from Redondo High School, and I was just kind of hanging out. I was coaching though at the time over at South, but I had retired, and I got a call from Tim saying, "Hey, would you be interested in coming up here and helping us out a little bit now that you're retired? You know, so I have some time." And I said, "Sure, I'd be glad to come out, you know, and help you out." I never thought it would come to this, to be honest with you. But we go back so far to the point where he played for me when I was the head coach at Redondo. And he was our nose and offensive tackle. And that's where we first originally met each other and became really good friends on the field and off the field. And when the shock came and everybody was kind of letting the dust settle, we had a long talk and stuff. And he's back there on the East Coast now. He's got himself a nice little program going on back there. He's telling me we're every day, early in the morning, we talk. And we talk about how's it going here. And I ask him how it's going there. And it's very interesting. He's going to do a good job back there. It's a rebuild, totally a rebuild for him.
Right.
Where I'm lucky, I'm kind of walking into something that he established. And we're just trying to keep it the way he's got it going. You know, and he got it going in the right direction. And I'm going to hopefully, the rest of the guys want to keep it going in that same direction.
Cool. No, absolutely, man. I can just see the pulse of Coach Hyde still. Still his presence, with the team, and then what you guys have kind of built on, you've kind of added a different layer. You've kind of made, your own. You've kind of made it your own, right, Coach? And
right.
So
right.
I think the players have really responded well to what you guys are trying to do this year, despite the sudden, change in the head coaching job.
I believe so. They've done a fantastic job with this happening, and at the last minute too.
Absolutely.
It's kind of and the kids have just been wonderful, just outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, because even, in the city, there's, just reading reports of some of the programs not having a JV coach or a JV team, or even, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, we read that San Fernando didn't have a varsity coach or something, and we're just
That's correct. He didn't. I think the JV staff, I'm not positive, but I think they're doing it now.
Yeah.
A lot of schools, it's this COVID thing has really hurt a lot of schools and things like that,
Absolutely. But we've kind of picked up because, we had a man in the hole, if you will, who was ready to accept the position, and you did. And again, we definitely appreciate you for what you've done so far. Let me ask you this. So going back to your last coaching game at Pali, it didn't go too well for you. So how does it feel to be back on the field coaching, Coach?
Oh, it feels great. It's that was just one of those types of days, that happened. But it's good. I was, matter of fact, talking to the kids today after practice about don't do what I did to that official,
right?
Because these guys have sensitive. Some of them are very sensitive, have big ears. And you don't have to say anything bad. You just gotta chew on them, and they're gonna. Some of them are gonna get you.
Yeah.
And we don't need that, and the kids don't need that because we're not guaranteed, 10 games.
Absolutely.
And whichever game we can get, we don't want to have to miss it, because of something, dumb or stupid or talking.
Yeah.
So I addressed that today, and I said, take the lesson from me. I had to hang out in the boondocks over at Westchester to call a defensive because I asked a guy to explain a couple of things to me. So
yeah,
and they're going to get on me for that. They're definitely going to get on somebody who's riding them, and kids just got to buckle up and play football.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that was it was a crazy incident, and I can get into it, but I don't want to get into it right now. I mean, but it was a crazy incident because you really didn't say too much because I was right there and I had the whole incident recorded, and so I think just the buttons were pushed, and he had to have someone to be the fall guy, and unfortunately, Coach Hyduk, you were in his eyesight. And
I was on his radar.
Yeah, he was on his radar.
He was getting it from the other team too. I think if it had been on the other side, he might have got one of them because he was ready to go after somebody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I see a former player. Looks like Enzo was watching. So, Enzo, what's going on? Thank you for watching and giving us a little bit of your time this evening. So let's go ahead and just kind of talk about a little bit. about the current team, some of the players that you have, and maybe you can. This will be a good time to introduce or share who the team captains are. I know we shared them. We shared who they were at the kickoff. But for those of us who were unable to make the kickoff, maybe you can share, some of the names of the guys who were the team captains, and then you can talk a little
Sure.
bit about your team.
Yeah, Jack Babala is one of our captains. He's been with us the whole time that I've been at Pali, and we didn't. This year kind of was a little bit different. In the past, we have voted for the captains, but because of a lot of the different things that have been going on, I just wanted to get the character guys that I have faith in, that I have known, for the 7 years I've been there, or 4 with me. So I kind of just picked them and kind of felt out from the other coaches who they thought would be good leaders. And Jack and Nick Ridden, he's one of our big time captains off the offensive line. He's a guy that they'll listen to and the kids will follow him. And then we have Hugo Daniel. I know he's just, fantastic young man. And hopefully he's going to have a great year packing the ball for us and maybe playing a little bit of defense. We'll see how that rolls out. And then we have Ricardo. Right? Everybody knows Ricardo. He's just a buzzsaw out there. And it's his senior year. These guys are all seniors, and they've been through a lot with the program and with me and with Coach Hyde and all the coaches. And they're just, the 4 guys this year that I thought would really add stability to the program and take charge. And they have leadership qualities. So that's our guys. And they've done a fantastic job. I meet with them once a week, and we talk over any problems that could be out there or happening, or what we need to do, or how's the rhythm of the team, just basic stuff. And they're really positive guys, and they're football guys. And it's a very nice group of young men that's leading this team.
Absolutely, absolutely. And going back just to your coaching style, I just had a thought. I really like the way that you kind of approach coaching this particular team. I've sat and watched from the stands. I've stood next to you on the during the practice field.
Yes, you have.
and you're the kind of coach who's hands-on, but you also give a lot of responsibility to the other coaches to kind of let them do what they do. And especially during the the 11-on-11s at the end of practice, I just kind of watch you just kind of walk up and down the field and let the other coaches, the defensive coaches and offensive coaches, just kind of do their thing. And so I just really appreciate you for for just doing that, and making sure that the guys have what they need. They know the plays, but at the same time, you're still out there coaching in the outside classroom, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Encouraging the kids and wanting them to do their very best.
Well, I learned a long time ago in my younger days, if you're going to hire coaches, you got to let them coach. And the idea is to get the right coaches. And we have the right coaches. They know what they're doing. I think we talked about that one time before. And when you have guys that have experience, you let them coach. As long as they get our system in, as long as they get what we need to get done, that's my philosophy.
Absolutely.
And if something's not running right, we'll sit down and talk about it and try and get on the same page. But most of these guys are really quality. They know the game. And I don't have to, have a microscope on them. It's really nice. It's a great relief to have good coaches around you.
Absolutely.
And this is a great staff. Yeah. I really enjoy being with these guys.
Yeah, and let me just go ahead and say this disclaimer: this is no shade on anybody else. I'm not throwing shade at our previous coach. I'm just saying I like the way that it's different. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the boys kind of need that difference. And plus, that's just who you are. You kind of bring that to the, that's your coaching style. And so
it is. And like I mentioned it, I've been doing this a long time. I learned a lot of lessons along the road. And that's one lesson I learned, is that if you hire coaches, make sure you hire the right ones, because they don't want you on top of them. They want to coach.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. Because I know, working my way up through the ranks, I really enjoyed coaches that would let me coach. And I always remembered that. And so, that's my style. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I like it that way.
Yeah. And then, just, the previous coach, Coach Howard, sometimes I'll be on the, he would just say things that are just funny to the kids, when he's calling the plays, right?
Yeah.
And so I would just kind of crack up, because everyone has their own,
Yeah.
coaching style. I'm a teacher, and so I teach a certain way from another preschool teacher. We're all not going to reach our kids the same exact way. There's a way that we kind of go about, and so. But yeah, I just kind of, you kind of like have a hands off approach, and I know that you guys have your own meetings in the coach's office, and you guys have already talked and discussed what you're going to do. So it's all good anyway.
We're all on the same page when we hit the field, and if something isn't right, we sit down and talk about it and figure out what's a good thing to do. I just think a lot of different minds are better than one.
Absolutely. And so let's go ahead and since we're talking about the coaches, let's go ahead and maybe talk about the game plan. Tomorrow is week 0. We open up against Cleveland, and I know when we played them 2 years ago, they had that double wing T, Coach Hyde, and I know because your defense, you've ran the defense mostly for the past couple of years, been very instrumental in making sure that the defenses was solid. We did all we could a couple of years ago at Cleveland. I believe the game was like 28-21 or something like that. It was
28-25.
Yeah, see, and it was a close game, but that double wing T. Now, are you guys prepared to see that, or do you think you're going to see something else come tomorrow?
Well, it's interesting because I've been telling the coaches that when I talked to Coach Gunny over the summer, he told me that he was still running that.
Okay.
That offense.
Okay.
And then on the film that we exchanged, he's running the pistol spread.
Okay.
And I kind of, we put a defense in for it this week. We have a defense in case they come out with the double wing. So we're not going to be like, off balance.
Off guard, right.
And if he comes out in the spread, we just, run our regular defense. So I don't know what we're going to see tomorrow. All the coaches are telling me, "Oh, coach, he's not going to run that." I say, guys, I've been around a long time. I don't, I get sandbagged. I used to be a sandbagger.
Yes, a smoke screen. Yeah.
So I don't trust them. So we put the double wing defense in the last couple of days.
Right.
We didn't spend as much time as we did that 2 years ago.
Sure.
With it because we knew they were going to run it.
Right.
And these kids had really, a lot of them never seen it. And that's what killed us. They just didn't. But we have film. I've taken the kids in now and showed them film. They can look on Huddle and see how that offense works. And I think if they do come out and run it, we'll be a little bit better this year, I think.
Got you.
I think so.
Got you. And earlier you talked about having some skill guys, man. Can you speak to the speed and just the skillfulness that our skillies have?
Well, I was talking with Tim, and he had talked to the Birmingham coach after our scrimmage.
Sure.
And the Birmingham coach told Tim that, we're a really solid football team and that we were solid on both sides of the ball. But he really liked our wideouts, our speed guys.
Okay.
And he said, it's going to be hard for teams to cover all 4 of those guys. It's not just one guy. We got like 4, and then we got a nice running back.
Yes.
So we're going to put the pressure, throwing the ball and getting guys in space and letting them have to tackle them. So I like what Rocky's doing with the offense. It's really nice. It's high octane. It's kind of like what it is. And I mean, we're going to run like so many plays. It's just bang, 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 bang. And these kids are doing a great job learning. And as the season goes on, we're going to get better and better at doing it. And Dylan's looking good. And he's throwing the ball with a lot more confidence this year. It's really nice to see that. And those kids, those wideouts out there, they're Moses and that group. They're really gonna do a nice job for us this year. I really believe that. And the O-line has been slow to learn this a little bit because it is new. We do run the ball still. We're not running the ball, but we're more of a passing attack. So we're having to get those guys caught up to speed a little bit. But I think they'll get, as time goes on, they'll get the drift. Absolutely.
No, I can't wait. I posted, and I think I mentioned it a couple of minutes ago. This is my eighth season as being affiliated with Pali Football, and so I'm just anxiously awaiting, I can't wait to fire up my cell phone tomorrow and walk up and down the sidelines and broadcast the game. So, if you're watching, hey, check us out tomorrow on the Pali High Football page. We go live and broadcast the game, and so just come check us out. And it's going to be a wonderful show. I think it's going to be a wonderful show. The kids are ready. They've been chomping at the bit. They got 4 games in the spring, but now it's hopefully if we can be safe, and I think we have to kind of speak to that as well.
Yes.
Be safe during the season. And, like you said, 10 games is not really we're not guaranteed 10 games because we have, C-19, we have the Delta, and whatever else might happen.
Right.
Maybe you can just speak to our boys, and I can use this piece later. Maybe speak to our
Sure.
boys and just kind of encourage not only them but their families, their friends, to kind of
Definitely.
be safe and make smart and wise decisions.
We've been talking about that in camp every day. I've talked about it really a lot, and I think they've responded. We've told them that you can't take any silly chances because there's only 2 teams that are going to be playing games in our league Friday. All right, us and Fairfax, because Fairfax found another game because the game they were going to play with Dorsey was canceled because of COVID, or they didn't have enough kids cleared, I should say.
Gotcha.
And then there's teams Modern Day lost. There's a lot of teams that are losing games because of this. And what happens? One kid gets it, and he tests like our JV team. That's 10 days.
Yeah.
10 days. So you got to be smart, and you got to know who you're hanging out with, and just don't take any stupid chances because, it could ruin your whole season. Whole season. It could ruin it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and we're talking about it, and like I've told them today. I think today and yesterday I told them, look, you got to play every game like it's your last, because it could be. And I meant that from my heart, because we don't know what next week's going to bring with this disease. We don't know. And I used to say that like the last games of the season. Hey, this could be it. Give it. They got every game they better put it out because we don't know. Not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's definitely not guaranteed. And you see what just came down from LA County with mandating that people who are attending, sporting events and things of that nature. I know SoFi Stadium next to me, they're making sure that, they want everyone to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Hopefully our boys can continue to be safe, make smart and wise decisions, and not put themselves in a place that they're going to jeopardize not only themselves, but the rest of the team. So
that's it. That's one of those kind of things where you really got to think about other people. You just can't, think about yourself with this thing. It's can hurt everyone.
Yeah, and it's hard because we've been cooped up for a long time, and folks want to kind of spread the wings. But you see what's happening in our nation right now because of folks spreading their wings. The numbers have really, really, really increased.
Every night I watch the news, it's hard to believe. It's like, here it comes again. I thought we had kind of gotten over the hump, but here it comes again. So we got to be safe.
Well, Coach, I don't want to end on a sad note or a downcast note. Say something to the viewers to encourage them to come out and watch the football team tomorrow night.
Yeah, guys and gals, come on out. I think we're going to put a really nice show on. I think you're going to really enjoy our offense. They're going on here. Rocky is Air Rocky now. Like there used to be Air. A lot of these people don't know who Cornell was, or the guy from San Diego who brought the forward pass. But we're throwing the ball all over the field, and we're running the ball just to keep everybody off base. And we got a nice defense again. We got a lot of kids back that did get 4 games in, which we were lucky last year to get that in. And so I think we're going to be pretty good on defense. I think we're going to be pretty good on offense. I think you ought to come on out and check the show out. I think you're going to be surprised at what you see. We got a lot of nice players out there. And come on out and root us on. We'd appreciate it.
There we go, man. Oh, wow. We got the man, the myth, the legend. Coach Chris Hyduke, man, we appreciate you coming on and joining us.
Could I just say one thing?
Absolutely.
When I was just a defensive coordinator, which I'm still kind of doing, I did not realize how much went on behind the scenes with you folks. All right, Lisa, the whole group of you, the whole group. I just want to give out a yahoo to you guys, because you guys do so much work. I was talking to Jonah today going, your mom and your group is just fantastic. You guys are so supportive and you get so much done. We'd be in real trouble if it wasn't for you folks, you know? I mean that seriously. I didn't know before, but now that I can see what's going on in the background,
yeah,
it's a huge endeavor that you people put together.
Man, hey,
and it really is amazing. It's very much appreciated, I tell you. So I just want to say that.
Thank you, Coach. On behalf of the Pali Quarterback Club, thank you so very much, man. We just try. It's all about the boys.
Yes.
And you know how we support, and you know, there's no other place than, you know, we just love being where we are. And so
yeah, it's a special place.
It's a special place. So we're just trying to support you guys and make sure that you guys have what you need. And you know, it's really a labor of love. And I think every adult who's a part of the Pali community, you know, serves with a labor of love. And so
where you can tell.
Yes,
you
absolutely,
can tell.
Absolutely.
You know, I was telling the kids this today, and then I'll let you go. Pali is a special place. You know, I've coached at some pretty high octane places like Loyola and Crespi, but there's something about Pali where it's located, nestled into the hills, and the ocean's right down the street. It's got its own flavor. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's a real joy to be here.
Yes.
And to coach at Pali.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out with us again. Maybe we can do this next week. Maybe we'll just, you know, if we can, that'll be cool. If not, we'll pick on somebody else and have someone else come on and join us and kind of get their Pali football experience. But we appreciate you and your wife as well. I know she's back there. You know, she's right next to you somewhere. And so we just appreciate her as well.
Yes. She wants to make sure I don't make a fool of myself.
Man,
which I've been known to do.
No, you're good. You're good, Coach. You're good. Right, all righty. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Enjoy the rest.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All righty, you guys. That was Coach Chris Hyduke right there. And so we appreciate him hopping on. Man, just a cool coach, man. Just really appreciate him. And just want to give a shout out to Jake Tree. What's going on, Jake? How you feeling? Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast, my man. Really appreciate you. And those of you who are watching, hey, if you're watching and you want to drop something in the comments, let us know. And that'll be great. So here's what's funny. I'm kind of stretching my leg because I got a cramp. I got a cramp in my leg and I can't really do anything because, man, but yeah, I'm trying to hold it at bay. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of these updates as well. And so here are some of the Pali updates. Let me sit up right. Man, this cramp is killing me. So let's go ahead and get into some of the Pali football updates. Now let's talk about the JV squad for a little bit, okay? Now, unfortunately, this past week, you know, they were not allowed to practice. Partially because, well, not partially, because they had a positive COVID test in the camp. Now, that's all I know. And I know they had to be quarantined for at least 8 to 10 days. And I believe, from what I understand, you know, and the JV players know this. I'm just trying to fill in the Pali football community. So school started, and I believe the vaccinated players who have been quarantined will be able to attend school tomorrow. Good job. Yay. They can continue meeting on campus or going to school on campus. And I believe JV practice will start up next Monday. Okay. Now, two things. First of all, JV tomorrow will not have a JV game, right? We had Cleveland does not have a JV squad, and so we had asked Kennedy High School to come over and play our JV boys, but because of the COVID protocol, that game had to be canceled. And so there's no JV game for tomorrow, right? And then the following week, next week, when we play San Fernando, let me see, where is it? San Fernando. So next week, we're playing San Fernando. However, JV does, the San Fernando High School does not have a JV team, from what I understand. So, guess what that means? That means that right now, as it stands, right now, the JV does not have a game. Now, I hear that there's some talks of another team filling in, and so there's a high possibility of the JV squad playing next week. And so just continue to look for the emails from Coach Marsden from the Pali QB Club as it relates to a JV game for week 1 against whoever, because as I just said, the San Fernando team does not have a JV squad. So, I kind of feel really, really bad for the JV squad, partly because they did not have any games during the spring. They had to have practice canceled this week because of they've been put in the COVID protocol. And then they won't have a game right now. We're still looking, okay? There's a possibility that they might not have a game. And so I'm really feeling bad for the JV players, parents. Hopefully we can correct that and get it together so that they can have a semblance of a game. But it speaks to making sure that, fellas, that you're safe, you know where you're going, you're protecting yourself, making sure that you're not in positions or in areas where you are going to put yourself and your teammates in the COVID protocol. So please continue to be safe, right? But again, hopefully for next week, for August 27th, we're looking for a team to play against. So, but at least they'll practice next week. Yay. All righty. What else? Okay, so about tomorrow. So now I'm just going through some updates as I'm looking at my list here. Let's go back to the game tomorrow. Just kind of talk about that. So tomorrow, the game is at 7:00. I believe you can get I usually get there like around 4:35 when there is a JV game. And so seeing that there isn't a JV game, just come hang out at 5, 6 o'clock, get your tickets. We'll be selling food concessions. That's right. The Dolphin Den has been thoroughly cleaned. We're having, the grill going on. And actually we got a brand new grill. So you'll taste the goodness from the brand new grill. I believe we'll have pizza and, all the kind of good stuff that we normally have. So the concessions, it's a go. All righty. So come on out and support. And then, the players. Tomorrow, the players will have a meal before the game. That's right. We have some connections and we have some supporters of Pali Football. And so tomorrow, the meal has been donated by Gladstone's. Yes, Gladstone's has contributed meals and have done so in the past for the Pali Football program. So they're going to supply a meal tomorrow before the game, and so it's for the players. So parents, don't try to come down and get like some Gladstones. No, you can go to Gladstones on your own. This is for the players before the game. Make sure they're fed and they're feeling right. Their stomachs are feeling right. And at least we know kind of what they're eating. There's been times when the players have eaten something and they got food poisoning right before the game. That kind of happened to some of our players last year 2 years ago against Banning. So they're going to eat a nice healthy meal provided by Gladstones. And then here's an opportunity. So let me share with you, Pali Football, or not just Pali Football, Pali High is trying to go high tech. And I want to share this website with you really, really quick if I can. Let me get my scene together. And so there's an opportunity for the fans to buy their tickets online. Yes, you can buy your tickets online. And so I'm going to share with you a website. It's called gofan.co. Gofan.co. And if you type in Palisades Charter High School, you can actually purchase your tickets with your mobile device. So let me show you really, really quick. I think I have it here on my screen. And so, yes, this is kind of what it looks like here. As you can see, let me mouse over. As you can see, it's gofan.co. Gofan.co, and you can purchase your tickets. And so it's already here, Friday, August 20th at 7 p.m. You just select the tickets that you want, the amount of tickets. The cost is here. If you're a senior person, if you're a student, just put in the amount of tickets that you want, and you can pay for it online. And so that way, you can use your mobile entry to enter the game because you've already paid for it. It's no longer waiting at the long lines outside the stadium to get in. But yeah, you can use gofan.co to purchase your tickets, have them on your mobile device, and show the personnel at the gate to enter. Now, here's the trick. You're going to make sure that you're going to need a COVID test. And so they're going to do a temperature check, a COVID test, and you have to show proof of either being fully vaccinated or a PCR COVID test of negative or not detected within 7 days of entering the campus. And so if you can do that, that'll help yourself. That'll kind of speed up the process. So yeah, make sure you take care of that. That will be greatly, greatly appreciated. Okay. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. It's kind of cool. Maybe we'll tweet that out. We'll put it on our Facebook so everyone can see. Just another way to get into the game. If you're a student, if you're a family, you can get into the game. And Pali's moving into the age of technology as it relates to entering the football game. So that's really, really cool. And then I'm almost done, guys. You hear my voice crack. I'm still dealing with this, with this cramp in my leg. But before we go, I do have one interview. I have a player interview that I would like to share with you. We've already done the JV report. See, the Palisades Football JV report. Okay, just wanted to show you that, I was ready. I just forgot to click my scene. But I already gave you the JV report, so it's all good. JV, return to practice on Monday. Okay, no game tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have a game for you next week. Stay tuned. Check your emails, parents, and supporters of Pali Football. All righty. We have another segment that I call the player profile. And so this particular player that I want to give some props to was mentioned in this article here, written by our very own Connor Morissette, one of the, top 10 linemen in the city. And so without further ado, and I'm going to take care of this cramp, I think I need to give me a tablespoon of mustard or something. We're going to hear from this guy, Jonathan Pizzante, who is a senior offensive lineman for Palisades Charter High School. Let's check him out. All right. Hey, everyone. Facebook James here, and I have the privilege to interview Mr. Jonathan Pizzante. What's going on, sir?
Not much. I'm doing well. Picture day.
Doing well? Picture day? Absolutely. And I'm noticing one distinct change in your, it's your hair. What happened, man?
My mother made me cut it for her senior portraits. She doesn't like my long hair. She'd rather have clean.
Doggone mothers, man. Mothers, what's going on? It's all good. I'll probably, no, I let my kids grow their hair. So
yeah,
I got you. But it looks good though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I was looking for you. I was like, okay, where's the hair? And then I looked. I was like, oh, you cut it off. So it looks good on you. Okay, so let's just get into helping the people understand who you are. So how long have you been playing football?
I've been playing football since I was 7 years old. Pop
Okay.
Warner. I played for Reseda Cowboys, and then
the next
Cowboys.
Year,
and then after that, I played for South Valley Raiders all the way out in Sylmar.
Oh man, yeah, that's kind of out there.
Yeah,
that's kind of out there, hot.
It was hot, and we had black turf.
Oh,
oof. And we were, of course, Raiders, so all black.
Oh, that's double. That's double heat.
Yeah,
double heat. Okay, cool. And then, why do you love the game or the sport of football?
Actually, when I was younger, I was a little afraid of it. I was afraid going into it. My mom kind of made me do this, and I fell into love of the sport. Honestly, I love the physicality of it. I like how I can hit someone on the field and not get in trouble for it almost.
Okay, you can kind of take out your frustrations.
Yeah, frustrations. Honestly, the sport kind of just came to me more naturally also than other sports. I also played baseball, tennis, and probably a couple other sports here and there.
Okay.
And just football was the one that stuck with me, and I liked it and kept doing it since I was a young age.
Cool. Alrighty, so now tell us about the position that you play.
I play O-line. Right now I'm playing tackle. I
Okay.
was playing guard sophomore year.
Okay.
And I might move around also to guard as well based on where Garcia needs me.
Got you. So which position do you prefer, guard or tackle?
I prefer guard. I like being able to come in the middle and smash people.
Okay.
Tackle, the only issue is pass blocking. You got to be more aware of the D end and speed.
Okay. So for those of you who are not tracking with Jonathan, so it's the tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, right?
Yeah, so the exterior line
Absolutely.
is tackle, interior is guard.
On the O-line, okay, so that's what he does. All right, and it's good to be versatile, knowing how to play both, both positions, especially as an O-lineman. Now, since we're talking about that, what about playing at the next level? I've been asking some of your teammates here at Pali about playing at the next level. You're kind of a big dude.
Yeah.
Is that something that you aspire to do?
I really do. That's something I really want to do. I've been trying to show myself social media everywhere, reaching out to certain things.
Okay.
I really do want to play at the next level.
Absolutely.
I think this is a sport I want to play for as long as I possibly can.
Okay, cool. Now, does it matter D1, D2, D3, NAIA?
I hope to go D1, D2, or
Okay.
NIA because obviously rides more scholarship money.
Yeah. that's it.
So if not, then I don't get anything crazy here. I'll probably end up going to junior college and finding something there, hopefully.
Absolutely. So, there's nothing wrong. We're going to JC route or JUCO.
Yeah.
Our very own Quinn, who was here a couple of days ago, that was the route that he took.
Yeah.
And so I remember him, playing on the field. I remember him playing at El Camino. And, they have a good program over there at El Camino. So, just something to consider. If you don't get an offer out of high school. Okay. So, have you set any goals for yourself? I know it's kind of hard as an offensive lineman to kind of set a goal, but I know pancakes are involved.
Of course.
So, do you like going to IHOP, or do you love to go to IHOP?
I love going to IHOP. I've always been a huge breakfast guy. Me and my mom love breakfast. Great meal of the day.
Okay, and so that's going to translate to the pancakes.
Of course, yes.
How many pancakes do you think, or have you set for yourself per game?
I want at least a minimum of 5.
5. Okay. All right, 5. So if we do 5, let's kind of do the math a little bit. Now I know we've had like a pancake chart in the football office.
Yeah.
If we play 10 games and we get 5 games, that's about, or 5 pancakes per game, that's about 50 pancakes, right?
Yeah, it is.
That's doable. Absolutely.
Hopefully I can get more, but
Absolutely. Yeah, and hopefully we can continue throughout the season and not have any hiccups. We know we had
of course, yeah.
COVID last year, and we had 4 games, so hopefully everything will work out great. Okay, great, man. Tell the people who are watching, tell the viewers where they can find you just tell them where they can find you.
Huddle, obviously, you can just find me by just looking up my name.
Okay.
Instagram is just my name _ my last name, which is Pizante, Pizante.
Okay.
Same thing for Twitter, with just no underscore, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So you got my work cut out for me, because I was actually just really talking about where they can find you on Friday nights. But, but it's all good. It's all good. No, we'll make sure we put those social media contacts for you, just in case someone might watch and you might be interested in Mr. 75 Jonathan Pizante. So man, I appreciate you. We're almost done. A little segment I kind of finish up with, I'll call 4 Downs with Facebook James.
Of course.
So I'm gonna ask you 4 questions as it relates to just here at Pali, or just things in general. Okay, nothing hard.
Gotcha.
Okay. So first down, what is your favorite place to eat here in the village?
K and Dave's.
K and Dave's.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. K and Dave's. They have a place up here.
Yeah, they do. K and Dave's, really good burritos.
Okay.
That's where I usually go.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to check them out. Shout out to K and Dave's. Second down. Favorite teacher here at Pali.
Ooh. I've had Miss Diamond twice. I did enjoy her class.
Okay. Miss Diamond teaches.
Steinman. Oh no, Rayner now. I'm
Rayner.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Rayner teaches.
Other teachers.
No. I'm saying, what does she teach?
Oh, what does she teach? English.
English. Okay. All right. That's very, very important.
Yeah, because I wasn't really a huge fan of English going into high school. I've never really had a love for it, and she kind of made it easy. She made it really. It was really helpful to me, and I actually ended up passing the classes with A first semester and B second semester this year. So.
Okay. Cool. Now, I think that was first down, right? Was that the first question?
I
can't remember.
Technically second, right?
Second. Okay. Third down. Oh yeah, because we asked you about K and Dave's.
K and
Okay.
Dave's, yeah.
So third down. Man, it's getting hot out here.
Yeah. Of
Third
course.
down. Let me ask you. A scooter or a bicycle?
Bicycle.
Bicycle. Okay. Why bicycle?
Faster. I think it's easier to go around on. Honestly, I just enjoy bike more, I think.
Okay. All right. Cool. And then the last question. Last question. Which one do you like better, Coach Garcia or Coach Lycia?
Garcia.
Why Coach Garcia?
Garcia's more there, honestly. Helps with the fundamentals a lot. Taught me a lot. I like Garcia as a person. Don't get me wrong.
No, you know what? That was. I'm trying to throw you on the bus a little bit. No, I know that Coach Garcia works a lot with
he
you,
does.
And you guys have built a relationship. So I just kind of knew that was going to be the answer anyway. So I'm just messing around with you. Shout out to Coach Lycia. You know, you my dog too, and you're his dog too.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys can find us every Friday night, Stadium by the Sea, or if we're traveling. So thank you, Jonathan,
All right.
for hanging out with me. Facebook James, and you can catch this man on Friday nights here at the Stadium by the Sea, Mr. Jonathan Pizzante. Look him up.
Hey man, so that was let me turn off one of my microphones here, I think. Okay. So yeah, that was Mr. Jonathan Pizzante, offensive lineman, senior, is a tackle, wants to play football at the next level. And so hopefully he'll have his chance. Hopefully he'll have a good season. And so, so next week we'll bring someone else to you, another player. And I figured it would be fitting only because Connor Morissette kind of shouted him out as one of the top 10 offensive linemen in the city. And so just kind of wanted to go ahead and run his player profile. So you got a chance to kind of check out who Jonathan is, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and all that kind of good stuff. So I appreciate you, Jonathan, and I just hope you have a wonderful season. So check this out. As I was saying, I just wish I had like this just in breaking news kind of scene here, but breaking news, and hopefully I can share this. I think I can because it was sent to me and we were talking about it. JV players, listen up. JV families, listen up. If you have anything to do with JV at Pali Football, I need you to listen up. So next week, you will have a game. Yes, you have been granted a game. Next Friday, JV will play El Camino Real at 3 p.m. There you go. So hopefully, again, you guys will get a chance to hop on the field. And I wish I can go to that game and check it out. El Camino Real is actually my alma mater. That's where I went to high school, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade in the West Valley. So I know where El Camino Real is. We had our 7-on-7 this summer there. It gets hot over there in the valley. And so, again, your game, your wish has been granted. You have a game next week at ECR at 3 p.m. JV. So just get ready, prepare hard, study hard, and hopefully you guys will come out victorious over there at El Camino Real. So good job. Good job. Thank you, Lisa Manheim, for that update. And we appreciate you. So that's all I have other than I think I did talk about Football Fest. Football Fest is our game against Granada Hills. I'm sorry, hold on. Change that. It's against San Fernando. So not tomorrow, but next week. And it's an all blackout. It's a blackout Friday. So maybe we can pack the stands in something black, right? A black Pali t-shirt, whatever you got, hoodie. We're just going to pack out the stadium by the sea wearing all black. So there you go. Just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. But we look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow, 7 o'clock, Stadium by the Sea. We play Cleveland for week 0. And I think that's all I have this evening. Hey, if you hung in there with me, I really appreciate it. I see a number of you are still watching. Drop some comments in the comment section below. Make sure that you like, comment, or subscribe to This Week in Pali Football. And we'll see you next week. We'll have another player profile. We'll have another coach. And we'll talk about everything Pali High Football. All right? You guys take care. Thanks for watching. And as always, go Pali.
Hey, win on me, win on 3, ready, 1, 2, 3. Win!
Oh, yeah!
Stop playing with a P! 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 Stop playing with a P!